Intelligence Studio. Do subscribe and like the video.
In the summer of 2002, the United States military embarked on a highly ambitious war game, one that would push the boundaries of military strategy and technology. It was called Millennium Challenge 2002, a name that would soon become legendary in military circles. This exercise was meticulously designed to test the latest military technologies and strategies, incorporating cutting-edge advancements in warfare. The overarching goal was to ensure US military dominance in the 21st century, maintaining superiority over any potential adversaries. The war game pitted two forces against each other in a simulated battle of epic proportions. The blue team represented the United States, equipped with the best resources and personnel. The red team, led by the brilliant but unconventional retired Marine Lieutenant General Paul Van Riper, played the adversary, employing unorthodox tactics. Little did the blue team know they were about to face an opponent who would rewrite the rules of engagement, challenging their every move. The stage was set in the Persian Gulf, a region known for its strategic importance and volatile history. The scenario involved a powerful rogue military force threatening regional stability, a situation that demanded swift and decisive action. The blue team was equipped with the most advanced weaponry and technology available at the time, giving them a significant edge. They had overwhelming firepower and sophisticated command and control systems designed to coordinate complex operations seamlessly. Their victory seemed all but assured, with confidence running high among the ranks. They had the best technology, incorporating the latest advancements in military science. They had the best training, with elite troops prepared for any scenario. They believed they had the element of surprise, or so they thought, unaware of the unconventional strategies that awaited them. General Van Riper approached the war game with a different mindset. He knew his red team couldn't match the blue team's firepower. He had to outsmart them. Van Riper embraced asymmetry. Asymmetry meant using unconventional tactics. It meant exploiting weaknesses in the blue team's approach. His strategy would focus on disrupting the blue team's carefully laid plans. He would sow confusion and chaos. Van Riper understood that modern warfare was changing. It wasn't just about having the most powerful weapons, it was about outthinking your opponent. It was about exploiting weaknesses in their technology and their doctrines. He believed that the blue team was too reliant on technology. He was about to prove just how vulnerable that technology could be. The war game began with a surprise attack by Van Riper's forces. His strategy was meticulously planned and executed with precision. He used a combination of low-tech and unexpected methods, which included unconventional tactics that were rarely seen in modern warfare. This completely blindsided the blue team, leaving them scrambling to respond to the sudden and unorthodox assault. One of his most effective tactics was the use of small boats, which were agile and difficult to detect. These boats were swarming in large numbers, creating a chaotic and overwhelming situation for the blue team. They attacked the blue team's fleet in a coordinated assault, demonstrating remarkable precision and timing. This tactic exploited a vulnerability in the blue team's defences, which had not been adequately prepared for such an unconventional approach. They had not anticipated such a low-tech attack, and their lack of preparation was evident. The attack was swift and devastating, causing significant damage in a very short amount of time. It crippled the blue team's ability to respond effectively, leaving them vulnerable and disorganized. This was a clear demonstration of asymmetric warfare, where a smaller, less equipped force can outmaneuver a larger, more advanced opponent. Van Riper had proven that a numerically inferior force could overcome a technologically superior one through ingenuity and tactical brilliance. This was a wake-up call for the US military, prompting them to re-evaluate their strategies and consider the potential of unconventional threats. Van Riper's tactics went beyond the element of surprise. He intentionally created confusion. He used methods that were difficult to interpret. This included using motorcycle messengers to transmit orders, He also used coded messages based on light signals. This created a fog of war around his operations. The blue team struggled to understand what he was doing. This ambiguity was crippling. The blue team was used to having a clear picture of the battlefield. They relied heavily on their sophisticated surveillance and communication systems. Van Riper's tactics denied them this advantage. They were forced to make decisions with incomplete information. Section 5. A simulated sinking, the loss of 19 ships. The result of Van Riper's unconventional tactics was a shocking defeat for the blue team. Within the first few days of the war game, a significant portion of their fleet was destroyed. This included 19 ships. These were aircraft carriers, cruisers, and amphibious assault ships. The losses were staggering. They highlighted the vulnerability of even the most advanced military forces. The simulated sinking of these ships sent shockwaves through the US military. It challenged their assumptions about modern warfare. It forced them to confront the possibility that their technological superiority was not enough. They had to adapt. They had to learn to fight in a more fluid and unpredictable world. Section 6. The aftermath. Challenging assumptions and embracing adaptability. The Millennium Challenge, 2002 wargame, was a turning point. It forced the US military to confront uncomfortable truths. They had to acknowledge the limitations of technology. They had to embrace adaptability and innovation. The wargame highlighted the importance of critical thinking in the face of unconventional threats. The US military realized that victory in future conflicts would require more than just superior firepower. It would require a willingness to challenge assumptions. It would require a commitment to developing new and innovative tactics. The lessons learned from Millennium Challenge 2002 would shape the future of military strategy. Section 7. The importance of critical thinking. Outmaneuvering the enemy. One of the key takeaways from the wargame was the importance of critical thinking. Van Riper's success was not due to superior technology. It was due to his ability to think critically and creatively. He anticipated the blue team's moves. He exploited their weaknesses. The US military recognized the need to foster a culture of critical thinking within its ranks. They needed to train their personnel to think like Van Riper. They needed to encourage them to question assumptions and to develop innovative solutions. This shift in mindset would be crucial for success on future battlefields. Section 8. The power of innovation, unleashing creativity on the battlefield. Millennium Challenge 2002 also underscored the power of innovation. Van Riper's tactics were not found in any military manual. He developed them by thinking outside the box. He challenged conventional wisdom. He was not afraid to try something new. The US military realized that innovation could no longer be confined to weapons development. They needed to foster a culture of innovation across all levels of the military. This meant encouraging experimentation. It meant rewarding creativity. It meant empowering individuals to challenge the status quo. Section 9. A legacy of change, rethinking military training and strategy. The impact of Millennium Challenge. 2002 was far-reaching. It led to significant changes in military training and strategy development. The US military began to incorporate more realistic and challenging scenarios into their wargames. They recognized the need to prepare for asymmetric threats. They knew they had to expect the unexpected. The wargame also had a profound impact on the development of new technologies and doctrines. The US military invested heavily in technologies designed to counter asymmetric threats. They also developed new doctrines that emphasized adaptability, flexibility, and decentralized decision-making. These changes were a direct result of the lessons learned from Millennium Challenge 2002. Section 10. Conclusion: the enduring lessons of Millennium Challenge 2002. The Millennium Challenge 2002 wargame was a watershed moment in the history of the US military, marking a significant turning point in how military strategies were perceived and executed. It shattered the illusion of invincibility, revealing critical weaknesses that had been overlooked. It forced the military to confront its vulnerabilities head-on, acknowledging that even the most advanced forces could be caught off guard. Most importantly, it ushered in an era of self-reflection and adaptation, prompting a re-evaluation of existing doctrines and strategies. The lessons learned from this war game continue to shape the US military today, influencing training programs and operational planning. They serve as a reminder that victory in modern warfare requires more than just technological superiority. It demands a holistic approach. It requires adaptability, critical thinking, innovation, and a willingness to challenge assumptions, ensuring that strategies remain relevant and effective. In a world of evolving threats, the ability to learn and adapt is the key to survival, making continuous improvement a necessity. The Millennium Challenge. 2002 war game ensured that the US military would be ready for the challenges of the 21st century, fostering a culture of resilience and preparedness.
And do subscribe to the channel